Welcome, everyone, to the Diamond at Leander on the campus of Leander High School. Joining me tonight is going to be Mark Sickles, and I'm grateful that he's here as I had to handle the Rouse game alone. And, that's something that, it's a good thing to have a couple of people to do it because there are times when you need to be somewhere and there are times that I need to be somewhere, but we can still bring them Lion baseball. Unfortunately, the Lions dropped that game against the Rouse Raiders, but they have the Cedar Park Timberwolves visiting tonight. We are delayed in our start, in case you haven't noticed. The original pitch time was 7 p.m., and that has been now delayed to 7:40. That's 7:40 p.m., so the game will probably run a little bit later than what we would typically expect. As I mentioned, Mark Sickles joining me here tonight on the call. Mark, you got some information related to the 25-5A breakdown?
Yeah, it looks like a really tight race up top. 4 teams are at 6-2. That's the Liberty Hill Panthers, the Rouse Raiders, Cedar Park Timberwolves, and Georgetown Eagles, all at 6-2. Leander alone at 5-3, right now in 5th place. And then bringing up the rear, 3 teams, Glen, Marble Falls, and Eastview at 1-7. So huge game tonight for District 25-5A with Leander against Cedar Park. And we also have another game with Rouse against Liberty Hill. So 2 big games tonight. We'll try and, if we can get some updates on the other score, that'll be important. And it's coming down to the wire, and these teams are going to be battling each other, and only 4 get in, Chuck.
Well, and we're only 1 game into the second half of district. I think that's important to note, with the Lions currently on the outside looking in at the postseason. And the last thing you want to do is be eliminated from that anytime before the very end of the season. Obviously, you want to make it. But
most of these teams are going to be playing each other, so it's still early. But if Lions can get a win tonight against one of these top teams, it'll go a long way towards the end because they already beat Cedar Park once.
Well, that would put the Lions in a tie with Cedar Park for that 4th place spot, and with the tiebreaker, the Lions ahead. And so it would be Cedar Park outside looking in. If the Timberwolves are able to pull out a win tonight against the Lions, then they'll have a game, actually a 2-game lead on them.
Yeah.
So last thing you want is to lose that, and that's because the Timberwolves beat Rouse as well as Georgetown. So the 2 teams that the Lions have beaten in that top grouping are the same 2 teams that beat Rouse, who the Lions lost to twice.
Yeah.
And so, it's just a big old mess of everybody knows everybody, and everybody's pretty darned good.
Yeah, it'll get sorted out as the weeks go by, but this is going to be a big game and a good test for the second half of district play.
And so we'll bring you the lineups and the pregame here in a few minutes. Thank you for joining us tonight here on SHN Sports. Mark and I will be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. Being joined again tonight by Mark Sickles. Mark is kind of running through the box score from the last matchup between Leander and Cedar Park, and we felt like we should go on ahead and let you know on what the starting lineups are. We don't want to step on Frank Flores's toes as the PA, and we'll let you hear him as well. But, Mark, run down the lineups for us.
Sure. For the Timberwolves pitching tonight, Cade Davis. Alonzo's behind the plate. Batting first, Cade Davis, a pitcher. Number 1. Batting second, shortstop number 24, Julian Swift. Number 19, catcher Louis Alonzo. Batting third in cleanup, number 25, third baseman Adam Vaughn. Batting fifth, first baseman number 26, Jackson Harvey. Then the center fielder, number 21, Christian Pickens. Batting seventh, number 5, right fielder Ethan Becker. Then the second baseman, number 15, Quint Mullen. And at the bottom, batting ninth, the left fielder, number 22, Houston Molinaro. For the Lions, leading off, Caden Wheatley in left field, number 11. Then Andrew Buentello, the second baseman, number 7. Batting third, number 2, shortstop Jaron Cotton. Batting fourth, pitching tonight, number 18, Dylan Capers. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 22, Lucas Flores. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 21, Caden Sisson. Batting seventh, designated hitter Damian Stout, number 19, who's batting for number 8, Nate Seaman, who's playing right field. Batting eighth, first baseman, number 15, Peyton Gordon. And finishing up the lineup, center fielder, number 5, Aiden Salazar.
Should be a pretty good game tonight. If you're watching the stream, you'll see the Lions are wearing their white pants and white jerseys with blue numbers trimmed in red. They have their red caps on and mostly trimmed in red and blue stockings. The Cedar Park Timberwolves will be wearing black jerseys with gray pants, trimmed in white numbers and white and green lettering. And that'll be pretty easy to tell the two teams apart. Occasionally the Lions will play somebody that have the same color scheme, obviously with red, white, and blue. There are a few schools with that, and that can always cause a little bit of problem. But shouldn't be an issue tonight. The wind has died down. The reason for the delay is you're probably aware if you're in the area or you watch the Weather Channel, there was a tornado watch, and still is a watch in effect. But most of the storm moved north of the facilities here at Leander High School and on into Georgetown and beyond. So we'll be able to get this game in. Just a little bit of a delayed start. No real rain. The field should be fine and playable. The infield was covered in case we did receive some of that rain, but fortunately we did not, and we were able to avoid any of that nastiness. Now, my yard could have probably used a few more drops than it got.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the wind is coming in from left field towards home plate, maybe towards first base dugout in that direction, about 14 miles an hour. And it is 82 degrees right now, so it's going to be a nice evening here tonight. We'll see if the wind dies down or if it's going to stay like that the whole night. But it'll take a shot to get out of left field, that's for sure. Right field may see some action.
Yeah, it'll be tough to get one out. Most of the hitters, they're going to get one out. They're going to pull it over that left field fence, and occasionally you'll get a lefty up there. The Lions got a couple of them in the batting order that may have an opportunity to pull one and get a little assist from the wind. But the Lions do have some hitters that will have no problem clearing the fence even in this wind, and the gusts will be up to 20. But it was much worse in an earlier game that we dealt with, and that was a constant win in that Liberty Hill game.
Yeah.
That Dylan Capers was able to lift one over the left field fence in that game. So he had a little wind aid, but it was more of a crosswind than a backwind. So if anything, it may have hindered it.
Yeah, that would have cleared anyway with the way he hit it.
Hammered it.
Yeah, but getting it up in that jet stream, it just went 40 feet further, easy.
And we'll be right back here on SHN Sports, your home for Lion Baseball. Stay with us pregame when we get back. Welcome back, Lion Nation, to the Diamond at Leander, where the Lions are getting ready to take on the Cedar Park Timberwolves in the second meeting of the two teams here in 25-5A action. The Lions took down the Timberwolves in game one between the two teams. Mark, do you know what the score was? I don't recall. It seemed like the Lions kind of got away with it a little bit.
I'd have to pull it up. I don't remember right offhand.
It's about 7-4 or something like that. Anyway, we'll have tonight's game here shortly, and that's the one that really matters. The score in the last game, all that counts in that is that the Lions won, and they have an opportunity to climb back into a playoff position here early in the second half of 25-5A play. The first game in the second half was against the Rouse Raiders just this past Saturday afternoon. The Lions lost that game by a score 12-2. Turn it over to the PA.
For tonight's district matchup between the Cedar Park Timberwolves and your Leander Lions. Here's your starting lineup for Cedar Park. Batting first, pitching number 1, Kate Davis. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 24, Julian Swift. Batting third, catching number 19, Luis Alonso. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 25, Adam Vaughn. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 26, Jackson Harvey. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 21, Christian Pickens. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 5, Ethan Becker. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 15, Quint Mullen. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 22, Houston Molinaro.
That last score, Chuck, was 11-6, Leander beating Cedar Park.
Okay.
All right, Lion fans, time to get loud. And here's your starting lineup for your Leander Lions. Batting first, playing left field, number 11, Caden Wheatley. Batting second, playing second base, number 7, Andrew Buentello. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 2, Jaron Cotton. Batting fourth, pitching tonight, number 24, Dylan Capers. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 22, Lucas Flores. And batting sixth, catching, number 21, Caden Sisson. Playing right field, number 8, Nate Seaman. DHing tonight, number 19, Damian Stout. Batting 8, playing first base, number 15, Peyton Gordon. And batting 9, playing center field, number 5, Aiden Salazar. Head coach for your Leander Lions, Matt Grissom. Assistant coach, Ryan King. Please stand for the national anthem.
And we're getting ready to get underway here. We'll bring you a couple of camera angles tonight. We'll have the pitcher versus the hitter matchup here, and then we'll also switch to more of a full angle where we can pick up the entirety of the infield and most of the outfield. As we mentioned earlier, there still is a tornado watch, but the weather looks like it has completely settled down and we're ready for some baseball. It's a little bit of wind, but other than that, it's a beautiful evening for baseball action. We'll have Dylan Capers on the mound. He's wearing a different number.
Yeah, number
typical.
24 for the White Unis.
Well, I'm assuming that means that there was not an 18 in the rotation there. But if you're wondering, you're a Capers fan or family member, friend, that is him on the mound. He's just wearing a different number than he would typically for the Lions. The Lions going with pretty much the same lineup we've seen for most of the year. Peyton Gordon taking over for Capers at first as what is typical when Dylan Capers is on the mound.
Yeah, he's done a good job filling in over there, made some great defensive plays, good scoops, and had some timely hits this season as well.
So Cade Davis, the starting pitcher, is going to lead off, and he grounded into a couple of about 2 outs. He was 2 for 4 in the last meeting between Leander and Cedar Park, so he'll step in here to face Dylan Capers. So we'll get the pitchers facing one another immediately, and Capers with a quick called strike on the outside corner. 0-1 pitch, and that's outside. Got to get those butterflies out of the way. You know, sometimes you got to find that release point as well. The 1-1 pitch. Curves right on that outside corner, but did not get the call. It's a 2-1 count now to Cade Davis. Capers with a 2-1 delivery. Just missing on the outside, and it's now a 3-1 count to Cade Davis. And the Timberwolves looking to put a base runner on here early. The Lions need to just come right after Cade Davis here. And Capers winds, delivers, and it's low, and Davis is on with a base on balls. So Julian Swift, the Timberwolf shortstop, will come to the plate. He went 1 for 3 in the last meeting between these two teams. He did strike out once. He grounded into a 5-3, and he had a single and a walk.
And we have a courtesy runner, Brooks Dillman at first base.
Well, obviously you want to get your pitcher focused on throwing pitches and not running bases. So I didn't catch the name.
Brooks Dillman.
Dillman. So Dillman, the courtesy runner on first base. Capers winds and delivers, and he hits Swift with that pitch, and now the Timberwolves, with nobody out, have 2 runners on. The umpire just speaks to Dylan Capers briefly.
Yeah, Capers been throwing everything kind of outside the plate from his right-handed lineup, so he's got to be able to dial that in. He obviously didn't want to hit the second batter and walk the first batter,
Sure.
But here we are. 2 runners on, nobody out, top of the first.
Well, so Capers will glance at second at where Dillman is now, and he'll deliver a strike to Louis Alonso, the Timberwolf catcher. He takes that pitch looking. The 0-1 count. Capers glancing at second, delivers home, catches the inside corner for strike 2. And maybe Dylan Capers is settling in here and has found that release point.
Yeah, or may have been, stepping a little bit offline when he's driving towards home. Those little things will, make a difference.
He's taking a long glance at second, winds and
Oh.
hits Louis Alonso. And sometimes that'll happen when you're not focused on the hitter, but at the moment the Timberwolves now have 3 base runners on the bases, 1 by walk, 2 hit by pitch. And we will have an additional courtesy runner for the catcher, Louis Alonso, and that's going to be number 7 for the Timberwolves. And I'm not sure who that is. I don't have a complete roster. 7 is Carter Wall.
Well, Capers has got to get himself out of this jam.
Yeah,
with the help of the defense. He had a walk and 2 batters hit by a pitch.
We got the corners playing up for the force at home. First delivery from Capers, just missing on the outside corner to the third baseman, Adam Vaughn. 1 ball, no strikes here. Nobody out.
Corners playing in. Second baseman's kind of cheating in, Buentello.
Yeah, they're going to try to get that force at home on any infield grounder. That one hammered to right center, and it's going to be a gapper to the wall. Then 1 run, 2 runs, and potentially a third. Nope, he's going to turn and go back. So the Timberwolves jump out to an early 2-0 lead on that double from Adam Vaughn. They'll have runners at second and third.
Yeah, Vaughn wasn't able to play last time that Cedar Park and Leander had their matchup. He was out, came back the next week, and he's been coming on strong for Cedar Park, pitching and hitting.
Jackson Harvey now, the Timberwolf first baseman, comes to the plate. He was 0 for 3 in the last matchup between Cedar Park and Leander. First pitch delivery from Capers is high. Still no outs here in the Timberwolf half of the first inning. The Lions are going to have to try to match this. 1-0 pitch. Missing low.
Do the appeal. Still a ball.
Yeah,
Did not go around.
2-0 count.
Yeah, first base is open, but yeah, you don't want to put bases loaded with nobody out. It just puts a little more pressure on the pitcher. If he can get an out here, that's what he needs. Although it would lead to a force out if he is at first, but still nobody out. Got to get some outs.
Yeah, got to get him somewhere. 2-0 delivery. Big cut from Harvey. He was fooled by the pitch from Capers.
Took some off of that breaking ball and way out in front. So he's got to mix it up here tonight. They saw him one time earlier this year. This is the second time that he's pitched against him.
The 2-1 delivery. Called strike on the outside corner, and the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes here, and an opportunity to get that first out here in the first. The 2-2 pitch. High. A little bit outside. The count full now. Capers going to need to come after him. Jackson Harvey, the 5-hitter in the rotation, and he misses on that payoff pitch. And now the Timberwolves will have the bases loaded once again. Still 0 outs here in the first.
Yeah, do have the force out at any base or home plate, but yeah, Capers is just a little bit off tonight with his control. It could just be adrenaline going right now. He's just got to settle down, get back into his rhythm, get back into his normal motion, and just throw strikes.
Okay, it looks like Coach Grissom coming out to the mound to settle him down. His infield teammates joining him on the mound as well.
Yeah, just something that every once in a while a pitcher goes through. Capers has been solid all season with his control, and tonight just been a little off. Just got to clear his head, take a deep breath, and just go back to basics and throw strikes.
And Coach Grissom giving him a pat on the way off the mound, tell him to go get them. The Lion defense moving to their natural positions. Bases loaded, the corners, at least the first baseman playing up close. Flores playing about an average place, a little bit more shallow than typical. And he may move up here as the batter steps into the box. Christian Pickens, the Timberwolf center fielder, swinging on the first delivery from Capers, strike one. Pickens went 1 for 3 in the prior matchup with the Lions. The 0-1 pitch from Capers. Another nice breaking pitch on the outside corner to go up 0-2 in the count.
Good chance here for Capers to get a strikeout. Oh.
And it'll get by Sisson, and the runner from third will come home. That pitch a little bit outside, and the Timberwolves will now have 3 runs, and they'll advance the other 2 base runners to second and third. It's now a 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Timberwolf center fielder, Christian Pickens.
Yeah, still got to worry about, he'll probably not try and bunt here with 2 strikes, but you never know with Cedar Park.
Capers winds and delivers. It's fouled back. Count will remain a ball and 2 strikes to Pickens.
Because obviously if you foul it off trying to bunt, you're out. But with no outs, runners on second and third.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
just
shocked.
Swing away. Just swing away. They're trying to, cut off that run at the plate. Infield's in.
The 1-2 pitch. He checked his swing. The home plate umpire said he did. No appeal to the second base umpire, and the count will even up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looked like he went around to me, but Sisson has a much better point of view than I do. If he's not going to appeal, then the 2-2
there you go.
Sits him down looking, and the Lions get their first out here in the first. That'll bring Ethan Becker to the plate. He was 0 for 2 in the prior engagement with Leander. He's a right fielder for the Timberwolves this evening. They'll have 2 runners on, just 1 out. Capers winds, delivers the first pitch, missing a little bit low. Capers from the stretch, the 1-0 pitch. Just missing. I don't know how that wasn't a called strike there. Instead, it's going to be 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, Capers wasn't happy with that, but he's got to keep his head. Can't get emotional out there on the mound right now. 3 runs already in and 1 out, 2 runners on. Focus.
Here's the 2-0. Nice breaking pitch, and I don't know how that one missed either. That one, maybe low. 3 balls, no strikes. There is a bag open at first base. Capers winds, delivers the 3-0. Strike called on the inside corner as the bat is tossed to the dugout by Becker. That's always embarrassing. The home crowd giving him, for, and tossing the bat. The 3-1 is high, and Becker flips the bat. Now that right there could receive something from the umpire, and he does walk out a little bit, but he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he tried to bring that one, blow it by him, but release point was too high, didn't kind of bend over, and high pitch ball 4.
Well, the infield brings the corners in to try to get that force at home on any infield grounder. Quint Mullen, the second baseman, now at the plate. He'll take the first pitch low for ball one. Capers winds, delivers the 1-0. Gets that front outside corner for a called strike and an even count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Capers winds, delivers the 1-1. Sisson up quickly to throw. Tag not in time. Did not see the call on the pitch.
Looked like a ball to me. Well, oh, called a strike.
It was called a strike. 1 and 2.
Let me make the change there. Didn't see a signal.
The 1-2 pitch outside. It's in the air. Sisson able to get it. Tag not in time as the runner comes across for the 4th Timberwolf run. The 2 other runners will advance to second and third base. Is now a 2-2 count to Quint Mullen. Timberwolves riding that hot streak, continuing here in the early goings of today's game. That delivery outside, the count full now to the second baseman for the Timberwolves. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopped foul. The count will remain full. Mullen will step back in. He's the 8 hitter in the Cedar Park batting order. There's a payoff pitch from Dylan Capers. That's hammered foul on the first base side. We'll have a third go at the payoff. Capers winds, delivers, sets him down, swinging. And so Capers, despite giving up runs, is getting strikeouts for the outs. That's his second here in the first inning, and that'll bring the 9-hitter Houston Molinaro, the left fielder, to the plate. He did not get any plate appearances in the first matchup, so this is his first time this season facing Dylan Capers. Two runners on, 2 outs here. Top half of the first. Capers winds, delivers a strike to Molinaro.
Yeah, that's been his best pitch tonight, that breaking ball coming in. He's had more control over that. Fastball's been a little bit loose so far tonight.
He'll deliver the 0-1. Molinaro gets it lifted into left field. Lines a left fielder, Caden Wheatley, under it for the fly out. And the third out in the top of the first. We'll move to the bottom of the first, and we'll see if the Lions can match the production from the Timberwolves. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. We mistakenly thought that Dylan Capers pitched in the first matchup against the Timberwolves. That's not the case. The Lions threw a couple of different pitchers in that game. But coming to the plate for the Lions to face the Timberwolf starter this evening is Caden Wheatley, the left fielder. On deck will be Andrew Buentello, the Lions' second baseman, and then Jaron Cotton is in the hole. Davis got good production from his offense to open tonight's ball game, so he's got a bit of a cushion here. We'll see if Wheatley can get things going for the Lions. First pitch delivery from Davis, a called strike. Looked a little low on that inside corner, but it's an 0-1 count nonetheless. 0-1 pitch. Outside and high. Count even now to Wheatley. Here's the 1-1. Big cut from Wheatley. Down a ball and 2 strikes now to Davis. Davis winds, delivers the 1-2. Hammered foul by Wheatley on the first base side. The count will remain a ball and 2 strikes. Davis working pretty quickly with no one on. Here's the 1-2. And Wheatley goes down swinging. And the drop third strike, toss to first. That'll be the first out in the Lion first. That'll bring the Lions second baseman, Andrew Buentello, to the plate. He was 2 of 5 in the first matchup between the Lions and Timberwolves. He scored 2 runs, had a triple and a single. We'll take a strike on the first delivery from Cade Davis.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Lions jump up here and put a little pressure on him right now after giving up 4 in the first inning.
And Buentello finds himself down quickly 0-2 to Davis.
Change a little bit of that momentum right now.
Yeah, the Lions do need a momentum swing. It is still very early in this ball game, but the Timberwolves riding a pretty good wave of successful baseball since they lost to the Lions. That's a ball on that pitch. 1-2 count with 1 out. Buentello goes down swinging, and Davis has his second strikeout in as many batters in the first. And that'll bring Jaron Cotton to the plate. Cotton was 3 of 4 in the first matchup. He had a single, scored a run, ended up being stranded after a second single. He walked and scored a run and then had another single later in that ball game.
Definitely need one now.
He'll take a ball on the first delivery from Davis. Here's the 1-0. That's hammered foul, and the count will even at a ball and a strike. You know, the Timberwolves were able to score 4 runs, but they only got 1 hit off of Dylan Capers in the first inning. It was the walks and hit by pitches that hurt them, and that one slapped to the first baseman, and he's able to handle it very easily. We'll take a break, and we'll be back for the top of the second inning. The Timberwolves will be back at the top of their order with Cade Davis coming to the plate. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. The Lions back on defense as we open the second inning. Coming to the plate for the Timberwolves will be Cade Davis, the opposing pitcher and a lefty. He walked in his first plate appearance in the first and scored a run. One of the 4 the Timberwolves were able to plate in the top of the first.
Yeah, really crowding the plate on Capers. Standing on the line.
Capers delivers a strike to Davis on the first pitch. Davis taking the whole way there. There's the 0-1 delivery outside, and the count is even now. The 1-1 pitch. And that's hammered right to Buentello at second. He handles it, gets the throw over to Peyton Gordon at first, and we'll have a 4-3 for Cade Davis in his second plate appearance. That'll bring Julian Swift to the plate. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first. He may be a little antsy in the box there because it didn't look like it felt real good. First delivery a little outside. Capers working quickly. Delivers the 1-0, and it's fouled off, and the count will even. All kinds of jawing going on in the stands between two rivals, the first 2 schools in Leander ISD.
That's
pitch,
expected.
Yeah.
Expected with these 2 teams.
Well, and it's, you know, I like to say it's a friendly rivalry, and a lot of the kids have played against and with each other over the years. But when it gets into the varsity level, it's not very friendly during game time. 2-1 delivery from Capers is low, and now he's behind in the count, 3 balls and a strike to the shortstop, Julian Swift. Here's the 3-1. That's hammered foul. We'll have a full count. Swift just a little bit away from having a pretty good hit there on the third base side. Just a little bit ahead of it. So Capers, Swift, the payoff pitch. It's outside, and Swift will take a base, and another walk from Dylan Capers. Louis Alonzo, the catcher, will come to the plate now. He was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance, and he also scored a run in the first. Timberwolves will have a runner on at first with 1 out here. Capers glances at first. Wines delivers home. Just missing on the inside.
Yeah, Capers unhappy with that call.
Yeah, looked like it caught that inside corner to me, but didn't get the call from the home plate umpire. That pitch fouled off. The count will even up. 1 ball, 1 strike now with 1 out and 1 runner on. Capers glances to first, delivers the 1-1. It's hammered too short. Cotton couldn't handle it off the hop. Swift will advance to third. And Alonso will be on. Not sure if that's going to be scored an error or a hit. We'll see what the scoreboard produces. That was a tough play there at short, but should have been handled, and it was an E6.
Yeah, it's a tough hop, but bounced up into him, went out into right field, and runners now at first and third with 1 out. Got to stop the bleeding right now.
Yeah, all of the things that are bad that can happen to the Lions have been happening to this point early in this ball game.
See if they try and do something here, first and third situation, if they send the runner.
Adam Vaughn now the hitter for the Timberwolves. Vaughn, the third baseman, was he hit a double and drove in 2 runs. He later scored a run. Capers winds and delivers. The first pitch is outside to Vaughn. Vaughn, the Timberwolf cleanup hitter, so you want to be cautious with him. There is an open bag on the base path, but you want to try to get a strikeout here if you can. Get a grounder for a double play. Quick turn and throw to first, not in time. One-zero pitch. It's called strike. There's a throw on the steal attempt, and they get him at second.
Yeah, nice job by Sisson throwing down to second base. Runner on third base didn't go anywhere. So now the coach is going to head out and talk to the umpire, but that was an easy out at second.
Yeah, and the runner at third didn't even come off the bag at all. So that'll be the second out. It looked like it was a strike, but I didn't see the call from the umpire, so I'm not entirely sure. It is a strike call. It's a 1-1 count with 2 outs now. Only one runner on, but he's 90 feet away.
Yeah, we'll take that out. If they're not going to try something fancy out there running, we'll take that easy out throw to second. He was out by a couple feet.
Just missing on the outside corner on that pitch. It's a 2-1 count now to Adam Vaughn. Capers getting the pitch from Sisson. We're going to get a timeout called from Vaughn. Sisson getting the pitch from the dugout, and that delayed it enough to have Vaughn reset. Here's the 2-1. Called strike, and the count now even with 2 outs. You'd like to see Capers get strike out here and get out of the side. Here's the 2-2. Outside, the count full now to Vaughn. Here's the payoff pitch. Slapped to short. Cotton unable to handle it. The run will score. And that'll give the Timberwolves 5 runs. And Adam Vaughn will be at first. And looks like that's probably going to be another error on Jaron Cotton.
Yeah, he tried to backhand and came up a little bit too quick to get the ball and make the throw, and it just right off the bottom of his glove out to short left center field.
Yeah, it was deep in the hole there at short, but he was able to easily make up the ground and get the glove on the ball. He just almost pulled it up right before it was in the glove. So runner on first with 2 outs. The hitter, Jackson Harvey, hits a dribbler fielded by Capers, and nice stretch by Peyton Gordon for the 1-3 to get the Lions out of the side with only giving up that 1 run. We'll head to the bottom half of the second inning. The Lions trailing 5-0. Coming up to the plate will be Dylan Capers. He'll be followed by Lucas Flores and then Caden Sisson. For Mark Sickles, I'm Chuck Cracy. Stay with us here. Lion Baseball will return on SHN Sports. Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. Coming to the plate, as we mentioned before break, Dylan Capers, the Lion pitcher and cleanup hitter, wearing 24 this evening instead of 18. He went 3 of 4 against the Timberwolves in the first game earlier in District 25 5A play. This will be his first appearance against Cade Davis. Pitch. Big swing from Capers. Strike one. A little off-speed pitch from Cade Davis. Had Capers out in front of it. The 0-1. Low, and the count evens. Like to see Capers get something going here for the Lion offense. 1-1. Low.
Yeah, got a score update on the Rouse Liberty Hill game right now. Bottom of the third inning, Liberty Hill is up 4-1 over Rouse.
It's a pretty scrappy team, the Liberty Hill Panthers. Lions had an opportunity to get one there at Liberty Hill, and unfortunately for Leander, the Liberty Hill Panthers were able to walk that one off. Here's a 2-2 from Davis. High fly ball. This is going to be shallow center. Christian Pickens there to make the play for the Timberwolves, and the Lions will have one out here in the second. That'll bring Lion third baseman Lucas Flores to the plate. Batting in the 5 slot, Lucas was 2 of 4 against the Timberwolves in the first matchup.
Yeah, see if Flores can get on base here, get him out of his rhythm.
First pitch outside.
Yeah, Davis has done a pretty good job throwing strikes, keeping it off speed a little bit here and there, and Leander just they haven't gotten the bats going yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good movement on his pitches, and you can tell that it's causing a little bit of problem for the Lion hitters to this point. That pitch a called strike on the inside corner. The count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fly ball is going to get out of play from Flores on the third base side. It's now a 1 ball, 2 strike count. You'll see Flores trying to protect the plate here. We've seen Lucas get down in counts and battle his way back many times during the season. The 1-2 pitch inside gets it back even on that one.
Yeah, tried to break that one back over the plate and just stayed inside. Count now even at 2-2.
Here's a pitch. Way inside. Count full now. The Timberwolves wanting that call on the inside corner. So Flores will step back in with a full count now to face Davis. 1 out, nobody on. He'll go down swinging, and that'll be the 3rd strikeout of the evening for Cade Davis. And coming to the plate will be Caden Sisson, the Lion catcher. With 2 outs, nobody on. He'll look to see if he can get something going here against the Timberwolves. He's pitching a no-hitter to this point. It's still very early. On deck for Leander's Damian Stout. First pitch called strike to Sisson. The 0-1. Swinging and missing on that delivery was Sisson. Sisson was 2 of 5 in the first matchup. Down 0-2 here to Davis with 2 outs and nobody on. Lions still looking to get that first hit and get the offense going here. You know, we've noticed all season when they start fast, they finish fast, and when they start slow, they generally don't do so well. And Sisson goes down swinging. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back for the top of the 3rd inning. Coming to the plate for Cedar Park is going to be Christian Pickens. He'll be followed by Ethan Becker and then Quint Mullen. Stay with us on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. Leander is trailing 5-0 here at the top of the third inning. I'll be taking over the middle innings here. Chuck's going to do some color, work the cameras and the scoreboard. So Leander's got to stop the bleeding right now. They can't give up any more runs, trailing 5-0. And Christian Pickens is stepping in. He struck out looking in the first inning. Fastball on the outside part of the plate by Capers. Gets ahead in the count. Shot to center field. Salazar going back. It's to the wall. Pickens is going to go around second, see if he's going to reach for third, and he is. Here's the throw from the short. Slide into third base. And they're going to call him safe. Head first slide triple for Christian Pickens.
Yeah, he got a hold of that one, and we've seen two get in the gap between center and, right or left. And really, those are the only two hits the Timberwolves have had, but they've been deep.
Yeah, Lions have just gotten in trouble with a couple batters that Capers has hit, some wild pitches getting past the catcher to the screen, couple runs coming in. So now runner at third, nobody out. First pitch, a little bit low. Ethan Becker, the right fielder, number 5, got on a base on balls in the first inning. Infield now playing in. Another ball low, throw down to third base. Back in time. 2-0 count to Becker. Capers, deep breath. Here's a pitch. High fastball right by him. Good looking pitch. Count now 2-1. Quickly getting ready to go, and now we're going to time from the, I don't know, they're looking over at the dugout.
The hitter.
Something from the umpire out there near second. Swing and a miss. Count now 2-2. Yeah, second base was calling time to get someone in the dugout. Maybe they were yelling something. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big out for Leander right there. As Becker goes down swinging. Stepping in now, Quint Mullen, second baseman number 15, struck out in the first. Infield still playing in with one out. Cut off that run. Low and outside, ball 1. One-0 pitch from Capers. Fouled off. Count now even at 1.
And we still haven't gotten that momentum swing yet. It's going to have to come through offense or just a fantastic defensive play somewhere.
Squaring around, but he fouls it off. Gordon was crashing hard at first. Count now at 1-2. Cedar Park trying to put another one on the board here. They're up 5-0, top of the third inning. 1-2 pitch from Capers. Outside, 2-2. Sisson looks to third, but Pickens back in plenty of time, no throw. 2-2 pitch to Quint Mullen. Outside breaking ball, full count now. Don't want to put another runner on here. Capers gets a sign. Payoff pitch. Drive to right center field. Salazar going back, able to catch it. Great catch in right center field, but deep enough for Pickens to come on in home. So Mullen with the sac fly. Another run comes across for Cedar Park. They are now up 6-0 with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Great play by Salazar, getting out there and ranging over to his left and catching that ball with the wind kind of tailing away from him.
He's had a couple in the gaps that he couldn't quite get to because they had jumped off the bat. That one did as well, but he had a bit of a leap on it.
And a shot to center field, so Houston Molinaro able to get on with 2 outs and a single. He flew out the first time, but now on with the single, so now runner back on first base with 2 outs.
Salazar's fast, but he's not that fast.
So now back to the top of the lineup. Cade Davis, the pitcher, number 1, had a walk and a ground out to second base. Throw over to first. Back in time. Cedar Park's been put 4 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. Leander still without a hit in this game tonight. Breaking ball outside part of the plate. Good pitch. Capers glances over at first. Fastball hit towards shortstop. Throws across to first. Gordon able to scoop that one up, and that's the third out, but Cedar Park is able to put one more run across. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Leander will be up, trailing 6-0. You're listening to Leander Lions Baseball on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. Damian Stout getting ready to hit for Leander. Bottom of the third inning, trailing 6-0. This is his first at bat. It's been 3 up, 3 down in the first 2 innings. Lions hitters have failed to get on base, had 4 strikeouts so far. First pitch, strike by Cade Davis. He's been in complete control tonight. Been throwing strikes and keeping Leander off balance.
Pitching a gym here.
Count now 1-1.
Lions are going to figure him out here pretty quickly, though.
Pitch inside part of the plate. Count now 1-2. And they call it strike right at the letters inside part of the plate, strike 3. So Stout goes down looking.
That was a little bit high. And that comes to the consistency of strike zones. You know, we preach that all the time. It doesn't have to be exactly as the rule book states it. You want it to be, but it doesn't have to be as long as it's consistent.
So stepping in now, Peyton Gordon, first baseman, number 15. See if he can get on base somehow. First pitch over for a strike. Got to disrupt the rhythm of Cade Davis. He's just been in complete control so far tonight. Not overpowering him. Good speed, but great control so far.
He's done a good job of mixing his pitches and placement and the speed of the pitch as it comes to the hitters.
Yeah, he's been keeping him off. That was a nice slow ball right there. See if he, brings it again, a curveball, and he's got a decent fastball. Fastball right there, and he goes down looking strike three.
Yeah, he's cruising now. The Lions have got to break up that rhythm that Cade Davis has at the moment.
That's his 6th strikeout so far, 2 in each inning so far tonight. So Aiden Salazar, center fielder number 5, who was 1 for 3 last time against Cedar Park. See if he can get on base somehow. First pitch, swing and a miss. Good cut by Salazar. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, just missed. Breaking ball, drive to center fielder, but center fielder's under it. Pickens able to get the 3rd out, so Leander has gone up 9 down. So we'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Cedar Park up 6-4. We'll be right back, or 6-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. Getting ready to hit for the Timberwolves, number 24 shortstop Julian Swift. Hit by a pitch and got on base on balls, so he's been on twice and scored twice tonight. Dylan Capers still on the mound for Leander. Leander in a big hole here, top of the 4th, trailing 6-0. First pitch drive towards third, picked up by Flores, throws it across, easy out to Gordon. First pitch, 1 out for Leander.
Like that. A little powwow pre-inning, maybe that had a little, give the Lions a little oomph.
So Alonso steps in, the catcher number 19. He was hit by a pitch and got on by an error. First pitch low. Curveball outside, count even at 1-1. Or 2-0, sorry, 2-0. Getting ahead of myself here, Chuck.
Yeah. First pitch looked like a strike to me.
It's a 2-0 pitch. Hit up the middle. Will they get to it? They won't. It'll go through into center field. So Alonso on with the single. And now Adam Vaughn is coming up. Had a double in the first and on with an error shortstop in the second. Decent lead over at first by Alonso. Capers glances over, throws it, back in time. Vaughn steps in, pitch from Capers. Fouled off first base side. Gets ahead in the count, 0-1. Cedar Park able to get a run across every inning. They need Leander's got to stop him this inning. Throw back over to first. Back in time. And then somehow they've got to get some offense going, Chuck.
Yeah, they've got to figure out Cade Davis. And that's where the momentum may have to come from.
0-1 pitch to Vaughn. A little bit low. Sisson able to keep it in front of him. Count now even at 1-1. Alonso getting his lead at first.
Getting a decent one out there.
Pitch from Capers. Breaking ball outside. 2-1 count now. A little bigger lead over at first. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good fastball down low. Vaughn unable to catch up with that. Count now even at 2-2. 1 out. Top of the fourth inning. Cedar Park over Leander 6-0. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Oh, throws it back over to first. Gets by Gordon. Alonso heading towards second. Looks like he's going to round, going to go towards third. Here's the throw from Gordon to third. The slide is in. He's in time. So Alonso able to scoot from first to third on the attempted pickoff from Capers.
Yeah, those are the kind of errors you got to get rid of if you're going to make a run at the Timberwolves here this evening, because they're certainly not giving any errors, at least to this point.
Count now 2-2 to Vaughn. Capers in the full windup. Ball outside. Full count. Infield playing in again. Just fouled it off. Good breaking pitch by Capers.
Yeah, he was lucky to stay alive on that one. Get a piece of it. That could have been the strikeout we need.
One out, top of the fourth inning. 3-2 pitch to Vaughn. Fouled off again.
Vaughn is battling to stay alive there. Both those pitches, really excellent tosses from Capers, but Vaughn able to fight them off.
Another payoff pitch. Outside, runner's going to come home, and no one's going to cover, so one run will come across. Vaughn will head towards first base. Cedar Park able to put one more run across, and they keep the scoring going every inning. 4 in the first, then 1 in the second, third, and 4, so it's 7-0 Cedar Park. And now stepping in, Jackson Harvey. First baseman, number 26, had a walk in the first and a ground out to the pitcher in the second. Swing and a miss. Took a little bit off that breaking pitch. Another breaking pitch outside. Curveball hit out to left field. It's going to drop in. Another hit for Cedar Park. Harvey with the single to left field. Vaughn goes to second. And stepping in, Christian Pickens, the center fielder, number 21, had a strikeout looking in the first and then a triple in the third. So 2 men on, 1 out. Still in the top of the 4th inning. Capers looking back. Fastball fouled off. See if Leander can get out of this with a double play somehow.
Yeah, they need to get a good defensive play. Maybe even just a strikeout here. But they got to stop it at some point.
Ball outside. Count even at 1. So Pickens digs in. Capers looks back towards second. Here's a pitch. Outside. Sisson able to keep it. Throw down to second base. Behind the runner. Cotton able to catch that. Gets back safely, but count is now 2-1 to Pickens. Decent lead by Vaughn at second. Brings it home, another ball.
Wow.
3-1 count. Thought they'd try and make a move at second. He had a pretty big lead out there, and there was space between Cotton and Vaughn. So now Sisson's going to head out to the mound, have a chat with Capers.
Looks like Coach Grissom's going to pay a visit as well.
Got some activity in the Lions bullpen. So Coach Grissom out there talking to Capers and Sisson.
As a coach, you have a feeling as to how your pitcher's doing, what kind of energy he has left. But it's always better to get an opinion from your catcher and the pitcher. Obviously the pitcher, most are competitors. They're going to act like they're still ready to go even if they're gassed. But Sisson would know, and Coach Grissom likely taking his opinion at least.
Yeah, and giving the bullpen, whoever may be in there, it's hard for us to see with the new screens out there, but give him a little more time to warm up. 3-1 count. 1 out, runners at first and second. Christian Pickens at the plate. Low. Ball 4 gets past him. Goes to the screen. Not going to make any move towards home plate as Gordon and Capers both cover home. But now the bases are loaded again. Pickens on with the walk, and now stepping in, number 5, the right fielder Ethan Becker. Timberwolves up 7-0. Have a runner 90 feet away. 1 out. Bases loaded. Becker on with a walk, and then a strikeout swinging in the third.
It's tough when you're running up against a guy having the night that Cade Davis is having, and then which results in little offense. And then when your opponent is producing like the Timberwolves are, it makes it even tougher.
First pitch over for a strike, swinging. Next pitch high on the outside part of the plate, called strike. Capers up 0-2 count on Becker. There it is, strike 3. So that's the second out for Leander, big out. So infield is now going back to their 2-out depth. Force at any base, and Quentin Mullen stepping in. Strikeout swing and a sacrifice flyout in the third. First pitch, a strike. So Mullen trying to break up his rhythm. He's going to go talk to the coach. A little bit of gamesmanship here. That Caper's been throwing BBs past couple pitches, so he's going to walk over, see if he can get him out of his rhythm here. 2 outs. Cedar Park able to get 1 run across so far this inning. Bases loaded. 0-1 count. Fouled off. So Mullen gets back in the box. Capers gets set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Good pitch right there. So that'll do it. Cedar Park able to get 1 run across. They're up 7-0. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Leander's got to get some offense moving. We'll be right back. You're listening to Leander Lions Baseball on SHN Sports. Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander scoring update. Bottom of the 5th inning, Liberty Hill is still up on Rouse, 4-1. So now we are back to the top of the lineup. It's been 3 up, 3 down every inning so far. No base runners. So Wheatley is now back up. Strikeout swinging in the first. Leander have no hits and no walks.
The Lions really need Rouse to win that Liberty Hill game, especially with the way this game is playing out. It would be doubly bad for that combination, the Lions to drop this one, and for Liberty Hill to beat Rouse.
Still have plenty of time left in this game.
And there's still a lot of baseball to be played.
Got to get somebody on base. First pitch, fouled right by Coach Grissom. 0-1 count.
And I don't mean even tonight. There's a lot of baseball to be played tonight, but just throughout the rest of the season, these teams are going to be playing one another, and teams are going to be beating other teams. And, the Lions just got to win as many as they can and hope it shakes out in their favor.
Another strike by Cade Davis. Count now 0-2 to Wheatley.
This is just his second at bat tonight.
Called third strike.
Wow,
looked low
really
and on the inside,
low.
But they're going to call that strike 3. So Wheatley will go down looking. And now stepping in, the second baseman.
Out of the game too. Wheatley was just now. It was a poor call, and you obviously can be in trouble for arguing balls and strikes. Looks like Coach Grissom's going to come do his little bit of arguing as he walks over and talks to his team. Likely taking a timeout here. The Timberwolves meeting on the mound.
So Coach Grissom's going to head over to the
I'm not sure they didn't toss Coach Grissom either.
Lions dugout.
Oh, no, he's just moving Coach King.
Yeah, he's moving over to first.
Base.
Coach King's going to trot over to third.
Okay. I thought he was – Coach Grissom not pleased with the call just recently where Wheatley took a third strike. The pitch looked low. He was unhappy with the call. No telling what he said as he left the batter's box on the called third strike, but the umpire tossed him. And the home crowd telling him, let's get this thing back underway.
So umpire was saying something to Coach Grissom. We can't hear everything up here. So anyway, Wintello is now stepping in. Strikeout swing the first at bat. Fouled off first base side, down 0-1. Called strike.
Yeah,
Leander's not going to get any breaks at this point.
No, you got to swing at that one. Wintello asking politely.
0-2 pitch. Fly ball towards the second baseman. He gets under it, and that's the second out.
Davis still cruising a no-hitter.
Nope. So now Jaron Cotton, number 2, the shortstop, stepping in. Had a ground ball to first baseman, to the first baseman in the first inning. 2 outs. First pitch low, ball 1.
Yeah, it's the home crowd letting the umpire know that was a strike previously.
Fouled off. Count even at 1.
The crowd letting the home plate umpire hear about his inconsistent calls at the plate.
1-1 pitch, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. Hit towards third base, fielded cleanly, throws across, and it's going to get past him.
Base hit for Cotton.
So Cotton's going to head towards second base. So first base runner for Leander. See if they call that an error on the throw. They're going to put it up as a hit.
Yeah, that should be a hit. It was deep in the hole there at third, and Cotton, not a slow base runner, able to get down there. Awkwardly stepped on the bag, and hopefully he didn't hurt his leg or anything, but he was able to move over to second when the ball got by the Timberwolf first baseman, Jackson Harvey.
So that ends the perfect game that Cade Davis is throwing so far tonight. Curveball a little bit low and inside.
And maybe that base runner's going to get in his head, and the Lions can get some action going here with 2 outs.
Capers now batting, fly out to center field in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Count even at 1. Yeah, Davis has just been throwing a great game tonight. You got to give credit for the way he's been pitching.
Sure, still is. Lions need to get some runs across to break that up.
Pitch outside, 2-1. First time he's had a pitch from the stretch tonight. See if Capers can gap one here. And swing and a miss, fouled off. Count even at 2-2.
Let's see if Capers can get something here. Got Flores on deck. Start a 2-out rally in the 4th.
2-2 pitch from Davis. Swing and a miss. Took something off of that. Tailed outside. Capers goes down swinging, and that'll be it for Leander. First time, but they've been 4 up, 3 down. So we're going to head to the top of the 5th inning. Cedar Park is up 7-0. You're listening to SHN Sports. Chuck Cracy, Mark Sickles. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. We have a pitching change. Number 19, Damian Stout, is now on the mound for Leander. And in left field, Max Kreitz, and we believe Sam Pangerelli's in right field. Hard for us to see up here with our bad eyes, Chuck.
Right.
And we're all guessing here in the dugout, but we can usually tell by the way the players are throwing who's out there. And stepping in for Cedar Park is number 22, Houston Molinaro. 1 for 2 tonight as a single and a fly out to center field.
We'll see if Damian Stout can come in here and shut the Timberwolf bats down for the remainder of this game.
First pitch, a ball. And that's over for a strike. Count even at 1-1. Swing and a miss. Stout up 1-2 on Houston Molinaro. Score update at Liberty Hill. Rouse is trailing now 6-1. Bottom of the 6th.
Wow. Does it say who's pitching for Liberty Hill? Is it Blaze Milam?
Not sure. Trying to see if I can catch that when we get a chance here. Foul off. Count stays at 1-2. One-two pitch from Stout. Drive towards left field. Kreitz comes in, able to catch it. First out. Good job by Kreitz coming in and battling that wind.
Now batting number 1, Cade Davis.
And back to the top of the lineup for Cedar Park, Cade Davis. Base on balls, ground out to second, and a ground out towards the shortstop.
Just missed on that one.
Breaking ball outside. Tried to bring it in back door, unable to do it. Ground ball. Going to call foul as Stout runs over to pick that one up. Foul ball. Count now 1-1. One pitch. Foul ball, left field line. 3 lines heading over. Able to get it. Good job by Cotton running over from shortstop. Able to get under that ball and make that catch. So 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Stepping in number 24, Julian Swift, the shortstop. Hit by a pitch, got on with a walk and a ground out to third.
He insists on having a little conversation with one another. That's an example of guys that have played against each other and with each other for years. It's competitive at this high school level, but you don't forget those teammates from years past.
Stout able to get 2 up, 2 down so far. First pitch low and outside, ball 1. High and inside, count now 2-0.
Stout all around the strike zone, just not quite across it with Swift here.
Ball 3.
Another one just outside.
Three-0 pitch. Ball 4 outside. So Swift gets on with the walk, and now Alonzo, the catcher, number 19, stepping in. 1 for 2 tonight. Had a single in his last at-bat, last inning, and scored. First pitch outside, throw to first. Almost gets by Gordon, but able to get a glove down. Ball was in the dirt on the outside foul part of the first base, but Gordon able to keep that from going into right field. That's over for a strike, now 1-1. And they'll call a balk. So Swift will trot down to second base.
Count will stay the same, though. There's some kind of discussion between the umpires.
I didn't hear what he was saying, something about someone flashing something.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. Maybe it was a camera flash or something.
So runner on second base, 2 outs, 1-1 count. Curveball hits the inside part of the plate.
Yeah,
count now 1-2. Breaking ball fouled off just outside of first base. Gordon able to pick that up, but we'll redo that pitch. Count still at 1-2, 2 outs. Lions trail 7-0 here, top of the 5th inning. Stout, 1-2 pitch, outside. 2-2. Fouled off first base side. Will remain at 2-2.
Crowd's kind of settled down a little bit as well. Wind still blowing pretty good from left field to right field.
So once again, 2-2 pitch. Runner going, goes down swinging. Bat flies back to the screen, but that's the 3rd out. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Leander trailing 7-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. Trailing 7-0. Stepping in, third baseman number 22, Lucas Flores.
Lions looking to get that second base hit. They got one in the last inning, starting to figure out Davis a little bit. You can't really say he's having a bad outing because he gave up a hit in the last inning. He's pitched pretty well for the Timberwolves tonight.
Yeah, he's had a great game tonight. Flores struck out in the second. See if he can get something going here, maybe a drag bunt or something, just get someone on base, put a little bit of pressure on Davis. First pitch outside, ball 1.
We'll take a walk too.
Yeah, third baseman playing back at third. Oh, that looked way outside. Count now 1-1. Completely unhittable.
Yeah, the crowd unhappy with the consistency of the calls. That same pitch,
2-1
same
now.
location, but different call.
So 2-1, third baseman playing back. See if Flores tries to bunt or drag bunt, or if he tries to swing away. 2-1 pitch. 3-1 count.
Yeah, we'll take that easy free bag too.
Yeah, just get somebody on base. Put a little bit of pressure on Davis.
Try to see if you can get the shutout busted.
Ball 4, good job by Flores getting on base. Caden Sisson now stepping in. Catcher for Leander, number 21, struck out in the second. Davis has had 2 strikeouts in every inning so far tonight. 2 in each inning. First pitch, inside. I think the umpire wanted to call that a strike.
Yeah, he almost did.
1-0. Fouled off right behind us. Count now even at 1. Sisson steps back in. Davis glances over at Flores at first. Pitch outside. 2-1 count. Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled off. Count now 2-2.
Need a base hit here from the sheriff.
Yeah, need something. Need a gapper, need something. Nobody out. Davis comes set, 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a good fastball by Davis.
Yeah, he continues to pitch really well for the Timberwolves.
Now Damian Stout was DH, now pitching for Leander, stepping in, number 19. Struck out swinging in the third. Throw over to first. Flores back in plenty of time. Inside, he hits him. Got 2 runners on now. Stout hit by the pitch.
We'll take that, the free base. Stout may not have enjoyed it much, but he'll get over it after a couple of minutes.
So Flores now at second, Stout at first. Peyton Gordon, first baseman, number 15, stepping in, struck out looking, and now Cedar Park is going to have a visit to the mound.
Yeah, they'll keep him out there, though.
Yeah, he's been throwing just about as good as a game we've seen all year with his off speed, keeping everyone off balance. But this is the
usually,
second time through for Leander, and usually can, first time through, second time through, you see what he's thrown and you have a better idea. So see if Gordon can get a hit here, see if Leander can play to run.
And usually when you see a performance like this, it's from a guy that's overpowering with his fastballs, usually low to mid-90s. And, Davis has done a good job mixing it up.
Fouled off first pitch. Gordon up swinging. You don't want to get behind in the count on a pitcher like Davis. He's had complete control of all of his pitches and throwing different speeds as well. See if he can get a hit here. 0-1 count. Took some off of that one. Count now 0-2 to Gordon.
Yeah, it looked like Gordon was guessing there on that one.
Runners on first and second. Leander trailing 7-0. Bottom of the fifth inning. 1 out. Called third strike. Looked low and inside, but can't be too consistent out here. Everything's been a little bit off, and you don't know really what he's going to be calling as those pitches come across. So that's another strikeout looking for Davis.
Yeah,
Once again, hits 2 strikeouts in every inning. So now Aiden Salazar stepping in, the center fielder, number 5.
The Lions, because of the inconsistent calls at the plate, really need to protect at 2 strikes.
First pitch breaking over for a strike. See if Salazar can gap one here.
Yeah, can ill afford to strand runners at this point, down 7.
Ball in the dirt. He does call that one a ball. Count now 1-1 to Salazar. Had a fly out to center field in the 3rd inning. Breaking ball outside for a ball.
Nobody's happy with the calls. If it's not the home crowd, it's the road crowd.
Fastball called for a strike inside part of the plate. Count now even at 2-2.
Yeah, Salazar's going to need to protect the plate here, especially with the inconsistency of the strike zone. Anything even close, you're going to have to put a bat on it.
High. Ball 3.
Well, it's understandable why Cedar Park thought that might be a called third strike, because we've seen them called up around the chest area.
So full count, 2 outs. Runners should be moving. Fouled off right side toward over the first base dugout. Salazar stays alive. See if they can put a little pressure on Davis as they take off here on this payoff pitch. He's got to be careful not to be picked off. Salazar looking. Payoff pitch. A little bit low. Bases now loaded for Leander. Good job by Salazar drawing a walk.
Now batting number 10, Max Kreitz.
Stepping in Max Kreitz for the ejected Caden Wheatley. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First at bat tonight for Max Kreitz.
Big opportunity here for Kreitz to really break up this shutout and potentially put the Lions right back in it.
Swing and a miss. So Leander now with 3 base runners, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Kreitz now down 0-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, trailing 7-0.
We got to protect here.
High fastball. Called ball.
That's one that I'm like, man, you might as well swing. It might get called.
1-2 count to Kreitz. Swing and a miss. So Kreitz goes down swinging, and that'll be it for Leander as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Leander trailing 7-0. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. We head into the top of the 6th inning here. Timberwolves on top still by a score of 7-0. Coming to the plate for Cedar Park is going to be Adam Vaughn. He'll be followed by Jackson Harvey, then Christian Pickens.
We have a final at Liberty Hill against Rouse. Liberty Hill 6, Rouse 4. So Liberty Hill coming up with a big win at home against Rouse.
Rouse rallied, but just not enough, and that's a tough break for the Lions, especially the way this game's playing out. But, again, still plenty of baseball to be played in this 25-5A season. First pitch delivery from who's on the mound? Stout. Is going to be a ball. Second pitch, a ball as well. It's a 2-0 count to Adam Vaughn. Stout winds, delivers the 2-0. Big cut from Vaughn. Nice pitch there from Damian Stout. Count now 2 balls and a strike. Stout winds, delivers the 2-1. Big swing from Adam Vaughn, and the count is even. I'd like to see a big strikeout here from Damian Stout. Here's the 2-2 to Vaughn. It's high and the count full now. The payoff pitch is going to be hammered fair on the third base side for a double from Vaughn. The Timberwolves lead off the 6th with a base runner. Nobody out. Coming to the plate is going to be a substitute. It's going to be number 16, Murray Robinson. He's going to be taking over for Jackson Harvey at first base. Mm-hmm. So Robinson, a lefty, played first base against the Lions in the prior game, I believe. I seem to recall his name. Let me see here. Nope, they had Jackson Harvey. Robinson was DH in that game. He had a single and a walk. He struck out and flew out in that first matchup. We'll see what he has here for Damian Stout. Stout has a base runner there at second in Adam Vaughn. He opened this half inning with a double down the third base line. So Robinson will step in. Stout glances back at second. From the stretch, delivers, and he hits Robinson.
Better pick that up. He may take a run towards second.
They call a balk?
No.
Because the runner from second.
No, he's got to head back.
He's going to go back. Okay, I was like, did they call a balk and I not see it?
That's a dead ball. Yeah, so he was taken off as soon as he was hit.
So Robinson didn't even get the appearance or the at-bat that he wanted as his plate appearance. One pitch, he's hit and on the bag. So the Timberwolves have 2 runners on here, nobody out. Here's a pitch from Stout. That one's hammered to short. The 6-4-3 attempt no good, but the 6-4 did get a fielder's choice and 1 out. The Timberwolves will have runners on the corners.
Yeah, tried to turn the double play. May have had time to go towards third to get that lead runner, but tried to go for the double play, but unable to turn it in the middle.
And we have another substitute.
Looks like Brooks Dillman coming in, number 11.
So, yeah, Dillman will come in for Christian Pickens. I believe.
Yep, shift towards third. Ooh, inside pitch. Yeah, he played for me growing up, left-handed batter, but he loves to spray it out towards left field. Good hitter. Has an open stance, runners at first and third.
That one hammered foul to even the count. I somehow got off here on our board. Did he come in for center fielder, Christian Pickens?
Yeah, I believe so. He's an outfielder.
Okay, so Pickens is at first, so he came in for Becker. He's playing in right field. It's going to be a 2-1 count to Brooks Dillman, sorry. Pitch inside.
Got him.
Oh, they're going to say it clipped him barely. And so the Timberwolves will have runners on all the bags. Coming to the plate now.
Number 2.
To replace Quint Mullen is Ian Garcia. He'll be taking over at second defensively. There's a pitch outside for a ball. One out here in the Timberwolf sixth. 1-0 count, bases loaded. Chopped to the third baseman. He'll get the out at third, but a run will score as Vaughn comes across for his courtesy runner.
Yeah, it was a high ground ball to Flores at third. Could have tried to go home. Who knows if he would have gotten him at the plate, so he got the easy out at third. Had some speed coming down the third base line, so high ground ball, just got the force out at third and looked towards first, but he was already moving down the first base line. Tough play.
There'll be 2 outs for Molinaro, the 9-hitter. It looks like actually a substitution, Brady Richardson in for Houston Molinaro. It's a 1-0 count to Richardson. Throw to second to get the runner. Not in time. Nice throw, catch, and tag by the line defense, but it's going to be a 1-1 count. Still 2 outs. Here's the windup, the pitch. It's going to be a base hit to right field. A runner will attempt to come home, and he is safe. So the runner will advance from first to second. That's Richardson. Over at third is going to be Brooks Dillman. It is now 9-0. Timberwolves on top. We get back to the top of the lineup. Cade Davis has been substituted for Carter Wall.
Yeah, it looks like we may have a pitching change for Leander. And looks like Evan Yoder is going to come in and pitch.
So Yoder will come in relief of Damian Stout here with 2 outs. Timberwolves have plated 2 runs here in the 6th inning to extend their lead to 9-0. They have 2 runners on, both in scoring position.
Yeah, tough night for Leander all the way around. Hitting, defense, Cade Davis throwing a gem on the mound, and it seems like everything that Cedar Park hit was falling in for hits.
Yeah, it really – none of the breaks broke the way for the Lions that, typically they'll go 50-50 in most games, 60-40. you'll have your opportunities when the other team makes mistakes. And the Timberwolves just haven't really made many mistakes tonight. Lions have a couple of errors, but really got down early in the first with some walks and hit by pitches. And then, the Timberwolves consistently in the second, third, and fourth able to play to run in each of those innings. Lions held them scoreless in the fifth, but here they are. They've added 2 in the sixth, and they continue a torrid pace. They're a better base. I mean, it's a good program. Always knew it was a good program, but this is a better baseball team than I'd given them credit for prior to tonight's game.
Yeah, they're on a roll right now. They've been winning games against all the teams and playing with confidence right now at the plate, confidence in the field, and pitching was just spot on tonight.
So Carter Wall comes in for Cade Davis, which means we'll likely see a substitution on the mound for the Timberwolves in the form of one of the relief pitchers. Evan Yoder on the mound. Wines delivers the first pitch, strike, swinging from Wall. Counts 0-1. Yoder winds, delivers.
Way outside.
Get by Sisson. That's going to score another run. Advance the additional runner to third, and it is now a 10-0 lead.
Wheels are off, Chuck.
Yeah.
They've been off since early in the game. Just Leander has been unable to get anything going on offense, and Cedar Park just keep on cruising.
A couple of them were wobbling there for a little while, but they're now popped off. The 1-1 pitch from Yoder. High. Sisson with a throw to third, not in time. Is now a 2-1 count for Carter Wall. Sophomore catcher. He'll step out, back in. Yoder winds, delivers the 2-1. It's outside. It's a 3-1 count to Wall. It's going to get by the pitcher on the throwback from Sisson. Good coverage there by the second baseman. It's a 3-1 count, though, to Wall. Yoder winds, delivers the 3-1. It's out of play, and the count will be full now. I want to remind everyone the Lions travel to Marble Falls on Thursday. Mark Sickles will bring that game to you on Thursday evening. That hammered to center, and that will score another run on the single by Wall. It's now 11-0. Following next week, a week from tonight, the Lions travel to Georgetown High School to take on one of the top teams in district, the Georgetown Eagles. The Lions beat them in the first matchup. Then they'll play Liberty Hill next Friday here at the Diamond. And then there'll be a Saturday game that week as the Lions will take on Vista Ridge at noon. We'll bring all the action to you. Stay with us throughout the season here on SHN Sports, your home for Lion baseball. Yoder winds, delivers the pitch. Big cut from the pinch hitter Austin Garcia for strike one. Yoder glances at first. Winds, delivers the 0-1.
Good-looking pitch, but called ball. Good-looking breaking ball by Yoder.
Garcia did a pretty good job of laying off of that pitch. He started to swing, but then he checked it. Count now 1-1. That one dribbled foul. It's a 1-2 count now to Garcia. Ball and 2 strikes here with 2 outs. A glance to first from Yoder. He winds, delivers home. Fouled off by Austin Garcia to stay alive. The count will remain a ball and 2 strikes. A glance at first again from Yoder. He'll wind and deliver home. Sisson up to throw quickly, not in time to get Wohl at first. The count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes to Austin Garcia. Yoder takes a long glance at first, checking Wohl. Winds, delivers home. Slapped right up the middle. Knocked down by Buentello, and the out on the force at second.
Yeah, great play by Buentello, diving all out, grabbing the ball, and able to jump on second base. So Leander gets out of the inning finally, but they're trailing 11-0. Have a lot to do here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, if they don't get at least 2 runs, the game's over. So we'll take a break here on SHN Sports, and we'll return for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Coming up for the Lions is going to be Andrew Buentello, who had that great play just now, Jaron Cotton, and then Dylan Capers. Stay with us on SHN Sports. Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. Come to the plate for Leander, Andrew Buentello. Just made that excellent defensive play in the last half inning to close the side. Davis still on the mound for the Timberwolves. First pitch, a called strike to Buentello. Davis with the 0-1. Low and outside, the count even. One pitch. Slapped foul into the bullpen on the Lions side. It's a 1-2 count. Here's a pitch from Davis. Fly ball in the infield, handled by the shortstop for out number 1 in the Lions 6. That'll bring Jaron Cotton, the shortstop, to the plate.
Yep, 14.
Oh, Danny Hernandez coming in as a substitute. Pinch hitter for Jaron Cotton. And he'll dig in, the lefty. Waiting on the first pitch. Called strike. Looked outside, but
we've seen that call tonight before.
Yep. The 0-1 delivery from Davis. Low. Count even. You know, it looked outside there, but I had to call it just low because you just don't know.
Yep.
1-1 with 1 out. And it's low, and Hernandez gets up in the count, 2 balls and a strike. I'd like to see Hernandez get it going here for the Lions. Ooh, he hammers that one, but it just a little early on it. Pulls it into the bullpen. He could have straightened that one out. That could have been a triple. He got good speed on the base path. 2-2 count with 1 out. Cut by Hernandez, but pitch outside, and He was fooled a little bit by it. Swinging goes down. The Lions down to their last out here with Sam Pangerelli coming to the plate. Davis continuing to cruise here for the Timberwolves. Pitches a strike to Pangerelli on the first pitch of the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Low. 1-1 pitch. Pangerelli with a swing and a miss. Down in the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. Lions really down to their last strike here. And there it is. The Lions going to drop this one tonight to the Timberwolves by a score of 11-0. Want to thank everyone for tuning in to Lion Baseball tonight on SHN Sports. I would like to also remind you that Mark Sickles will be bringing you action from Thursday's game against the Marble Falls Mustangs. That's quite a drive. If you can't make it out, make sure you tune in. The Lions need to get a win there against the Mustangs. They had a rough night tonight against the Timberwolves. And the other matchup that was vital to the standings didn't break the way of the Lions. You got anything you want to add, Mark?
No, just a rough game tonight. Leander's just got to forget about this one. Just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong, and everything that could go right for Cedar Park went right. Just one of those games where it just wasn't for you. You got to put it behind you. You got another game on Thursday, and big game for Leander. They need to come out on top.
Right, and there's a lot of baseball to be played, and maybe – I don't want to just assume that the Lions are going to go into Marble Falls and get a win, because that's the kind of attitude that will get you a loss really quick. And the Lions need to go out there and focus and get them a win against Marble Falls so that they can turn around and get a win on Tuesday, a week from tonight, against the Georgetown Eagles. I want to have everyone just note that we want to treat your neighbor kindly. You never know what they may be going through in this day and age, and your kindness may be the difference in their day. So love on your neighbor, and we'll see you next time. For Mark Sickles, I'm Chuck Cracy. This has been Lion Baseball on SHN Sports. Thanks for listening and watching.